many people here, so what we're going to do, I guess, is probably, they said that there was sort of a thing where I guess online it was mentioned that the show might be at 5. So I guess the show's actually going to roll at 5, but I do see a few people rolling in here. Since you came here to see the show, even though we don't have the full audience, I'm going to show you a little something, a little excerpt out of tomorrow's show. All right, folks. Got a few people here. But I'm going to show you a little bit of a warm-up. I'm going to take this flaming torch and eat the fire. Would you like to see me eat the fire? Yeah. All right, 3 people, good. Here we go, eat the fire. Okay, don't try and stop me or anything. It's like, no, just do it. All right, let's see. All right. Well, let's take it up a notch then. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do exactly what I just did. I'm going to take one torch, place it in my mouth, and eat the fire. Then I'm going to take the second torch, place it into my mouth, take it out of my mouth, leaving the fire inside of my mouth. Then to prove that the fire really is coming out of my mouth, I'll light the unlit torch directly off of my face. Much to your applause and screaming. We get you folks to do the applause and I'll do the screaming. First torch in, eat the fire. Now the top. All right, folks. So, like I was saying, we were supposed to start the hypnosis show here at 4 o'clock, but I guess we're going at 5 o'clock instead. So at 5 o'clock, come on back, we'll be doing the hypnosis show, but I'm going to do just one more quick bit of fire eating for you. One more quick bit of fire eating, and then we'll get ready for the show that will be here at 5 o'clock. Do you want to see a little more fire eating? Yeah. Nobody cares. Like, this skill was taught to me by a person in Romania during COVID times. He taught me over Skype, and we worked really hard to improve my technique on it. I've done fire eating. Let's see, I've done it all through Canada and the States. I've performed it in Romania now. I went there last year, did it. Germany, a country called Georgia, right above Afghanistan. And now I'm here at the Shelburne County X. Check 1, 2. Hey folks, supposed to start a show, but we seem to be lacking a few hundred people. However, I'm gonna see if I can get a few more in. We'll see what happens, and I'll do a little something for you no matter what. But we'll see what happens. If there's a show to be had, I'm gonna do it. Fire eating, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna take this torch and place it inside of my mouth. Would you like to see me place the fire in my mouth? What about the rest of you? Here we go, fire eating. Okay, don't try and stop me or anything. You're not going to. All right, let's see. Here, the way this works, I eat the fire, you guys make some noise. Hopefully other people hear the noise, it draws them in. They want to watch the show, we'll have a great time. Let's see what happens. Thank you very much. I'm going to take it up a bit. 2 torches. I'm going to take the first torch. You're going to place the torch in my mouth. I'm going to eat the fire. Then I'm going to take the second torch, place it into my mouth, take it out of my mouth, leaving the fire in my mouth. Then to prove that the fire really is inside of my mouth, I'll light the unlit torch directly off of my face. That's right, I can't really do it. Let's see here. First torch in the mouth. First torch in, extinguish the flame. Second torch, eat. Hold the fire in my mouth. Here it is. And now the second one, the tough one. Show you a couple of more fire eating techniques. Through COVID, there wasn't a whole lot of work for the jugglers, so what I ended up doing was taking online lessons with entertainers to improve my skills. One of the things I wanted to learn was fire eating. I wanted to get better at it. So I found a teacher in Romania who taught me how to do a few more interesting things with the flames. So I'm going to attempt to do a couple of those for you right now. You make some noise, and then we can hopefully get on with the show. Here we go.
Whoa.
Almost didn't get that one out. There we go. Fire eating, everybody. Thank you. What is it? Sila? Sila? Skyla, Skyla. All right, Skyla, thank you. Skyla, I'm going to ask you to think of a 3-digit number. So that's a number from 100 through 999. Think of a 3-digit number. Don't say it out loud, just think of it. Do you have it? All right. Think of it, concentrate on it. Got it? Was the number that you were thinking of 613? No. No. If you don't like my jokes, now's a good time to lower your expectations. What number were you thinking of? Oh, right at the top, 999. I wasn't even close. Can I get over here on this end? I see a young fella here, blue shirt on. Yeah, you? Cool. I want you to think of a four-legged animal. So it can be something from the zoo or like a house pet, anything at all. Think of a four-legged animal. Do you have one? All right. Let me think about it. I'm going to draw it on this pad. Got it? Was the animal that you were thinking of? You're thinking of one. Would you be surprised if I had it written on this pad? Yep. I do have it written on the pad. It. I can see smiles. I think some people here like it. That's good enough. What animal were you thinking of? Giraffe. Okay, that was a good one. Way back in the back there, glasses on the head. No. I was talking to your wife, but thank you for being ill-advised toward me for no reason. Excuse me, I'd like you to think of a product in the grocery store. So imagine yourself walking in, and there's about 32,000 items in a grocery store in Canada. I want you to imagine yourself going up, pick up something in a box or a bag. It doesn't matter what it is, but something in a box or a bag. Do you have something in mind that you're picking up? All right. This time I'm done fooling around. I'm going to go a lot more detail here. You're thinking of one item in the grocery store? Nice and loud, what item were you thinking of?
Ice cream bars.
Ice cream bars, like the sandwiches? Okay. I know I goofed around for the first few, but I did actually put on the pad a scan code for ice cream bars. Getting some reaction from you. Wonderful. Let me do one more. I'm going to read everyone's mind at the same time. I'm going to read every single one of your minds at once. Every single one of you. So I have to write down something for you all to think of. I've got it? Okay. The question is, how good of a mind reader do you all think that I am? Thank you for narrating that. Excuse me, over there, your name right off the top, the girl from the first, what was it again? Yes, what was your name again? Skyla? Yeah. Skyla. Skyla, could you stand up for me, please? Okay. And now move the feet, the body will follow. Come up here onto the up the stairs and onto the stage, please. Come on up and stand right over here. Now, normally when I bring a volunteer up on stage, this cool thing happens, people actually applaud for them. Skyla, I've got my wallet here. Don't get too excited. I'm an entertainer at the end of COVID. I've got a zippered compartment here. Piece of paper there. Would you take that out and unfold it for me, please? And my penmanship is horrendous, but what I'd like you to do is read out loud what I wrote on the piece of paper.
I'm preparing for my show in Shelburne tonight. I predict a small crowd. I also predict the number will be 999. The animal will be a giraffe, and the product will be ice cream bars. P.S. I don't suck so bad.
Thanks very much for helping keep that. Appreciate your time. Alrighty, folks. Well, I've had a little bit of fun to start off with, but I should talk. Has anybody here ever been hypnotized? Anybody here ever been hypnotized? Show hands. Anybody here ever done it? A couple of people. You were hypnotized. 5 minutes. Was it here? Okay. My question is, did you have fun? Yeah. So you had a good time. Was that last year? Year before? Yeah, I've been here. I don't know how many times I've been here, but a few times. Anyway, folks, the question was, did you have a good time being hypnotized? I did a little survey, and I found 100% of the people I surveyed today had a great time being hypnotized. Who here, if I were to do a show of hands, who would be interested in trying it tonight? Let's be honest here. We've got a few hands going up. Not too many. Well, you know, folks, this is a small crowd. And when I mean a small crowd, I generally insist on 100 people to do the show. But you showed up to see a show. I will try to do a show for you. But I can't do it entirely by myself. When I ask for volunteers, I need volunteers. If we get a lot of people, I have a good show. If we get a few people, the show's okay. If nobody volunteers, the show sucks, and it's not my fault. But folks, while you're all out there, let's do a little audience participation, because this is an audience participation show. So if you want to have a good time, take one hand, put it up beside your head just like this. Okay, great. Now hold it there. Keep holding it there, good. And let me explain what I just said. I said if you want to have a good time, put your hand up beside you. So look around. Anyone who doesn't have their hand up is some sort of stick in the mud, doesn't want to enjoy themselves. Get your hand up beside you. Just because you do it doesn't mean you're going to fall down and start clucking like a chicken. Get your hand up beside you. And now, do as I do. Seriously, give it a shot. Just because you do this doesn't mean you're going to fall down and start clucking like a chicken, folks. It's okay. Hold your hand there, do as I do. Spread your fingers nice and wide apart. Good, now pull them together. Spread them apart again, make a fist. Spread them apart again, make an L. Spread them apart again, circle. Look at that circle. Now look at me. Now take that circle, place it on your chin. Your chin's down here, everyone. I'm gonna give you some credit though, I saw a few of you go like this. So what did I just do? Well, I gave you a suggestion. The suggestion was to do as I do. So those of you that placed it on your cheek actually followed that simple suggestion. If you moved it to your chin, that is not wrong. There is no right or wrong to anything we do here tonight. They're just experiments, we see what happens. If you moved it down to your chin, you're probably just one of the people that looks at me and goes, "You ain't getting me." And that's fine as well, as long as you're ready to have a good time. Now folks, the number one question I get, working as a hypnotist, I get people who say to me, they come up all the time, this happens often, they say, "Hey Ian," because that's my name, "can I be hypnotized?" And the answer is yes. Everyone can be hypnotized, but some people can be hypnotized in seconds. Some people can be hypnotized in minutes, and some people take hours. We don't have hours up here today. So we'll do a few experiments to hopefully find some people we can work with quickly enough. All that I need from you when you come on stage is to be in an honest, open-minded, willing, sincere frame of mind, ready to come up here, lend me the use of your imaginations, follow my simple instructions closely, trust me, have the attitude you're going to have a good time, and if you do that, you will have a good time. More often than not, the people who are up here have more fun than the folks who stay back in the audience. There is, however, a side effect to being hypnotized you gotta know about. The side effect is this. At the end of our time together, the people who are up here, when you leave the stage to go back out to do whatever it is you're doing the rest of the night, it's gonna feel to the people who are up here as if you had about 14 hours of the best sleep you ever had in your entire life. It's a good side effect, and that always gets a few people's attention. So I've been doing this show now for, let's see, 23 years and over 2,000 shows. And in that time, I know most people on some level think they'd like to try this stuff out, but not everyone wants to get up on stage to do it. So I have a special experiment you can all do from your seats right now to give yourselves a little taste. Everyone take your hands, interlace your fingers. I can see me interlacing my fingers right now. Everybody does it, nobody looks stupid. Take your index fingers, put them upward toward the ceiling. In a moment, don't do this yet, but in a moment I'm going to have you stare at your fingers. While you stare at your fingers, I'm going to give you some suggestions to help you focus and concentrate. Once I feel you're concentrating perfectly, I will ask you to spread your fingers 1 inch apart. You're going to focus and stare at the space between your 2 fingers, and something really cool is going to happen. So everyone, hands and fingers together. Look at those fingers, stare at them. Do not worry about the people standing around you. They're staring at their fingers. As you continue to stare at those fingers, realize what my voice says is true. It is the truth. On the count of 3, I will ask you to spread those fingers 1 inch apart. You're going to focus. You're going to stare at the space between those 2 fingers. And as you do that, those 2 fingers will actually become 2 magnets. And they'll want to draw a little closer, and a little closer together. Just want it to happen, allow it to happen, and watch it happen. 1, 2, 3, spread those fingers apart. Focus and stare at the space between them, and already you may feel they want to come a little closer, and a little closer, like a North Pole and a South Pole of a magnet, wanting to come together even closer, wanting to move closer, and closer. Good. All right, you have to stop doing that now. I love to watch you do it, because I see different responses. You'll see that up here in just a few moments as well. Some people pull their fingers apart, some of them go right back together again. There was a larger group of you here today than when they started the movie, started fighting it. And I saw 2 of you go, nope. Now I don't care which group you fit into. I don't care if you stop doing it, but what I would love to know is, by round of applause, who felt your fingers wanting to come together? Okay, great. Well, felt that, it means you'd be an excellent candidate to be hypnotized up here today. We've only got a few chairs. In a moment, I'm going to say go. When I say go, that's your cue to come forward, fill up these chairs. Like I said, we get a few people up here, we'll have a wonderful time. But like I also said, I'm totally useless up here by myself. I need folks that want to have fun with me. So folks, as long as you're at least 12 years of age, you must be at least 12 to come up here. But as long as you're at least 12 years of age, want to have a good time, I'm ready to have a good time if you are. On your mark and set, go. Come on up. Don't be shy, I'm not. If anyone else is interested in coming up, come on up.